Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today I would like to speak about volume. I do want to talk to you about volume, but actually I really want to speak to you about loudness and the difference between practicing in your living room compared to playing on a stage. Is there a difference? Well, there is. Yesterday I talked to fiddlers Rua McMillan and Ross Cooper and singer Kim Carney. We talked about what happens when they got onto the stage, and what we all said, that we get louder as soon as we get on the stage. It's not something that we'd necessarily thought that hard about, it's just something that you do. Ross said something interesting about when you got onto stage about intensity, so you maybe tighten your muscles and you get ready to play and your playing's more intense, and I totally agree with that, but that's still not necessarily the difference between quietness in your living room and volume on a stage. Okay, where's my trusty concertina? My thoughts on this are, in order to play exactly the same on the stage as you do in practice but just louder, you have still got to encapsulate all the dynamics, i.e. the louder and the quieter bits, but everything's got to be that much more louder and intense, but much more louder. So in many ways, what you have to work on is have this centre point that you practice at. It's like a line, but it's immovable. It's like a line. It's like a line where you know what your loudest point is and you know what your quiet point is, and you practice like that. But when you get onto the stage, that line moves up like that, but you still have the loudness up here and the quietness down here. Now you may be saying, but what are microphones for? Well, microphones only reflect what you're performing, and I think this is where intensity comes in actually. We've all heard musicians on stage, when you sit down you still really can't hear them. They're not really giving you anything. There's no passion, and there's so many famous musicians, Martin Hayes, Alistair Fraser, fabulous musicians with this great, they've just got something, and this intensity, this love that they manage to show to you. And this is because they have elevated their music from the practice to the stage. So if I'm practicing in the house, I might go, but if I'm on the stage, the first thing I go, the technique that I use for that is in my forearms, where I play the concertina. When I sit on a stage, I put far more pressure on my forearms. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. Do you understand? Send me a message. How can you be an amazing performer? I think this is definitely part of it. You know, how you can raise your level, and then raising your level is not just your performance level, it's your volume. So before we go, I'm just going to play a little tune. There's a little tune, and the caveat is that when you're recording for a video, you don't really play much louder than when you're practicing your living, but you do bring some intensity to it. So I will play, I am playing differently to when I just sort of sit and muck around. And this tune I'm going to play, as I just remembered the other day, haven't played it for years, is called Roxburgh Castle, and it was always one of my favourite reels in A when I was younger. One more thing, if you have anything you'd like me to talk about in these videos, I'd love to hear. So just mention it in the comments below, and please like or subscribe to this channel. Thanks very much. See you later.